everybody, happy Monday. We got a good workout coming up. You will need a towel, as always. If you have dumbbells and want to use them in place of the towel, feel free to. I'll tell you when to kind of incorporate those, and then a chair or a bench if you're going to modify things. So let's go ahead and go into that warm up. We will go into some squats. I believe this is the last workout of our April cycle. Gonna be a good one. And find something to hold on to. Let's go leg swings. And lateral. Switch. Lateral. And come on out, let's go head circles. Cross that right arm over. We will go up overhead. Switch. And up overhead. Alrighty guys, let's get right into it. First exercise does involve a squat. I know it seems like it always involves a squat. So, lots of options here. I'm going to show you that first option, exercise 1, is going to be a squat to cross. So, I cross my right leg over. Next time I'll cross left, right, left. Okay, so it's sort of a dynamic jump. As I stand, I hop up and cross, then I hop back out. If you need to slow that down a little bit, I want you to squat, stand all the way up, jump back down. Okay? Then if you're not jumping with this, totally fine. Squat, cross over and back. Squat, over and back. Finally, if you're doing this seated, we're going to go kick, kick, out, out. Alrighty, everybody got something they can do? In 3, 2, 1, let's get it started. 1 minute on the clock. Remember, lots of options here. If you want to stand all the way up, then cross, totally fine. Remember, fine not to jump. You can step. You are halfway. Coming in hot today. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. That was 1 minute and 10 seconds. Sorry. Moving along. We got a bent over row. Give those legs a break. I know I owe y'all for that one. That bent over row, underhand grip with my towel. Hinging at the hips. Pulling straight in. Okay. So, tension on that towel is how I will get those back muscles to activate. That is what I'm working here, is the back. If you have dumbbells, this will be a good one. One dumbbell in each hand, or just hold one and row up, okay? If you're doing it seated, same thing. Pulling up. We ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Keep tension on that towel. You are halfway. You got 10. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice work. Go ahead and, actually no, you need the towel. From here, this is a new one for us. Going into a side bend with your towel. So working our core here, working lots of obliques, also balance here, okay? So options here. That towel comes overhead. I'm coming knee to elbow. Make sure you're stable on that opposite foot before you're bringing that leg up. If the overhead is a bit difficult for you, I want you to come to your chest. Same thing. Notice my knees are going out, not up. Okay, so not forward. That didn't make sense. Sorry. They're going out to the side, not forward. Okay? Seated will be the same thing, either overhead or at your chest. Getting as much of a side bend as you can. We are up in 2, 1, go. Alternating. It can be slow and controlled. Remember, really want you focusing on that balance, focusing on getting that knee as high as possible. Halfway, higher you get that knee, more core work you're getting. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now, you can lose the towel for a moment. We have done these before, going into a speed skater. Lots of options for this. First option, gonna look like this. Okay, I'm gonna actually do it facing the wall so y'all can see. What happens is I laterally hop, then that right leg comes back behind my left. When I'm hopping to my right, left leg comes back behind my right, okay? If you do not want to do that dynamic jump, want you to step, still sitting into that hip as far as you're comfortable with. It doesn't have to be low, okay? Just enough to get a little bit of glute, a little bit of leg work, okay? So this is your second option. Then finally, if you're seated, I want you to keep those legs at 90 degrees and just open up here, still working that hip. Gonna look like this from the side. And you'll go 30 on one side, then 30 on the other. Okay, I promise I won't go over on this one. You are up in 2, 1, go. Doesn't have to be low, just want you sitting into that hip a little bit. to jump. You're halfway. You got 10. Finish it up here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we're gonna give those legs a break. Slowly make your way to the ground or your mat. Doing a towel press here. So my elbows come wide. I have tension on that towel, pressing up overhead, then keeping that tension, controlling as I come down. If you have dumbbells, this is a good time to use 2 dumbbells instead, okay? But I'm gonna use the towel. The towel will work just as well. If you are gonna do this standing, we'll go elbows wide. Same thing, still keeping that tension. Same thing seated, elbows wide. We're ready? 2, 1, go. 1 minute. Keep that tension, don't cheat yourself. Halfway. You got 10. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. You can actually stay where you are. Gonna go into some core, some ab work. So options here. Option 1, my legs will go up. I'm gonna reach for my shoelaces with my towel. Then I'm gonna go little footprint on the ceiling. So if y'all watch my hips, it's just a little extension, okay? So it'll go toe touch, hip raise. Toe touch, hip raise. Okay, option number 2 is to just do the toe touch. Okay, skip the hip raise if that is uncomfortable for you. If you are standing, we're gonna go towel out in front, leg raise to the towel, still working that core, and then same thing seated, towel out in front, leg raise to the towel. You got something that'll work? You are up. In 2, 1, go. I didn't ask if you got something you like. Just ask if you got something that'll work. It can be slow, does not have to be a fast exercise. You are halfway. You got 10. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Finished on the ground. You have 2 more exercises to water. Slowly make your way up. I'm going to give you a few options for this one. This exercise is going to look like this. Reverse lunge to leg raise. Okay? So, working our legs here, but also working our balance. So notice when I bring that leg up, I pause for a second before I bring it back. I want you to pause and hold, then bring it back. If you need to find something to kind of hover over just for peace of mind there, feel free to do that. Now, as always in your lunge, that knee does not have to go all the way to the ground. Just whatever kind of dip that you're comfortable with. Okay? Then I know I have some of you who are not comfortable with lunges at all. If you do not want to lunge, we'll go squat, raise. Squat, raise. We are going to do one side for 30 and then switch. So I'll tell you when to switch. If you're doing this seated, a little bit different, I want you to go single leg, up, and pulse. So from the side, going to look like this. Okay, 30 seconds there, and then we'll switch. You're ready? 2, 1, go. Back into a lunge, up and pause. May help if you find something on the ground to focus on. That always helps me with my balance. I know y'all are like, Ryan, you just focus on that clock. You are halfway. Go ahead and switch legs. One side is always better with balance than the other. You got 10. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. You have one more to water. You guessed it. It will be cardio. Grab that towel. It's going to be a jack press. So, jumping out with my legs as if I were doing a jumping jack. When I jump out, I press up, in, down. Okay? If you're not comfortable with that overhead position, feel free to press out. That'll work just fine. If you're not jumping, we'll step. Okay, and then same thing seated. Grab that towel, out and step. 1 minute to water, guys. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. Water coming. Keep it up. You're halfway. You got 10. Finish it up here. In 3, 2, 1. Round 1 done. Get some water. Good work, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back with round 2. Remember, we started with that squat to cross. If you want to go a little bit slower, stand all the way up, jump it in. If you don't want to jump at all, we'll come up and step. Okay? If you're doing this seated, we'll go up, out, out. Alrighty? You are up in 3, 2, 1, go. You are halfway. Keep it up, guys. If you need to modify halfway through, feel free, your workout. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab that towel. Going into a bent over row, hinging at the hips. Tension on the towel, pulling straight up. If you're going to do it seated, same thing. Pulling straight in, working our back. Okay? In 2, 1, go. Find that tension. If you have dumbbells, remember, feel free to use them here. You're halfway. You got 10. In 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice job. Going into that side bend, working our obliques, our core here, and a little bit of balance. Option 1, overhead. Knee comes up as high as it can. Option 2, at my chest. Still bringing that knee up to my elbow. Then finally, I'll go seated. Also, either overhead or at chest. All right? In 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you have your full weight in that stabilizing side before you raise that opposing leg. You are halfway. Keep it up, guys. You got 10. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Lose the towel for a minute. Literally, for a minute. Going into those skater hops. Skater hops, here are your options. 1, dynamic, jumping, bringing that leg behind the working leg. Option 2, a little bit less dynamic. Still bringing that leg back. Okay, sitting into the hip. If I'm going to do this seated, I'll come, geez, 1 second. If I'm going to do this seated, I'll take that leg to 90 degrees and bring it out. get a little rest after this, kind of. You're halfway. Remember, not bending over, bending at the knee. There's a difference. You got 10. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Slowly make your way down, grab that towel. Going into a towel press here. If you have dumbbells, feel free to use your dumbbells. If you're using the towel, keep intention on that towel, pressing up, then controlling on the way down. If you're going to do this standing or seated, my elbows go wide. Same thing, tension on that towel. All right, you're up. In 2, 1, go. A little bit slower here, which is nice, but that chest should start to burn. Slow and controlled, you are halfway. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice job there. You can stay exactly where you are. Legs coming up. I'm going into that toe touch to hip raise, toe touch, hip raise. If you want to skip the hip raise, just a straight toe touch. I think I'm going to do that this time. Just a toe touch, okay? If you're standing, that towel comes out. Coming leg to towel. Same thing seated. Leg to towel. All right, you guys, a little bit of ab work. In 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. Remember, you are fine to change the way you're modifying halfway through the workout. I'm doing it. You're halfway. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Slowly make your way up. Take your time getting up. 2 more stations to water. That one we got coming up next is the reverse lunge. 2 leg raise. Okay, remember, I'm standing and holding just for a moment, just to work on that balance. If you want to hover over something, just to make yourself feel comfortable, that's fine. That reverse lunge is as big or as small of a dip as you are comfortable with, okay? If you're not into lunges at all, we'll go squat, raise, squat, raise. All right? If you're doing this seated, that leg comes up, I'm just pulsing here. Okay? One side, then we'll switch halfway through. 3, 2, 1, go. Up and pause. You are halfway. Go ahead and switch legs. You got 10. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. One more cardio station, then we get water. Cardio station, jumping jack to press. If you're not comfortable overhead, pressing out, not comfortable jumping, we'll step. Still get that heart rate up real well. Same thing, seated, stepping either up or out. Whatever will work. Let's get it done. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute to water. Earn that rest, guys. Keep it up. You are halfway. 30 seconds to water. We can do it. You got 10. Three, 2, 1. Done with round 2. You got one more coming up. Grab some water. Alrighty, team, we got one more round to finish this off. That first station, lots of options here. Option 1, squat, cross. Option 2, same thing, just a little bit slower. Stand all the way up, jump it in, down, all the way up, jump it in. Okay, option 3, no jumping, squat, bring it over. Okay, if I am doing this seated, I'll go up, up, out, out. You got it? Alrighty, 8 more minutes of work. Last time here in 2, 1, go. If I was nice, I'd give you 50 seconds here since you did 1 minute and 10 the first round. But I'm not that nice. We'll go for a minute. We can do it. We'll be better for it. Already halfway. Last chance here, guys. 1. Nice job. Whew. Grab that towel. Going into the bent over row. Underhand grip today. Hinging at the hips. Pulling straight in. Tension on that towel. If I'm doing it seated, same thing. Okay, if you have dumbbells, feel free to use those either 2 in each hand or 1 holding similar to how we would the towel. Okay, in 2, 1, go. Lots of tension. Pull that towel apart. Halfway. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Gonna need that towel. A little bit of core, a little bit of balance. Towel comes up overhead, bringing that knee to my elbow. Higher I get that knee, the more core work I get. Okay? If you don't want to do it overhead, if that's a little bit too long of a range, let's go at our chest. Same thing seated, up overhead, or chest. You got it? 3, 2, 1. Last minute here, guys. Get that knee up. You are halfway. Maybe at the end of quarantine, guys, we can light up the fire pit and burn these towels. Just kidding, that was a joke. Halfway, guys. I meant 10 seconds, sorry. 3, 2, 1. That's what I get for telling stupid jokes. I forget where I am. Coming up, we got those skater hops. Options here, dynamic jumping. Okay, option 2, stepping, but still sitting into my hip here. Okay, and then finally, if I'm doing this seated, that leg comes up, and I'm bringing it out, still working my hip here. All right, in 2, 1, last minute of these. I don't know, but my guess is they're probably not your favorite. You're halfway. Keep it up, guys. Last time here. I would say hardest station right here. Getting it done. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab that towel, make your way to the floor. Going in to that towel press, elbows go wide. Pressing up, tension on the towel. Then as I come keeping that tension, really activating those shoulders and chest here, okay? If you have dumbbells, one in each hand, pressing up, okay? If you're gonna do this standing, elbows go wide, pressing out, keeping that tension, same thing seated. We are ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Keep that tension, guys. Last time here. Last chance to work that chest. You are halfway. Slow and controlled. You got 10 seconds. This feels like a breeze compared to everything else, huh? 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Stay where you are. Those legs go up. Here are your options for your abs. Option 1, towel goes to shoelaces, then hips raise like I'm making a footprint on the ceiling. Okay. Option 2 will be just toe touches. If I am standing, that towel comes out, and I'm going leg to towel, and then same thing seated. Towel comes out, leg to towel. All right? Whatever you're doing, you are up in 2, 1, go. I'm gonna just do toe touches. You feel free to do those hip raises as well. You are halfway. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. You are finished on the floor. Go ahead and come on up. Slowly, take your time here. Final chance to work our legs and balance. Going into that reverse lunge to leg raise. Make sure you have something to hold on to if you need that. Okay, if you don't like lunges, we'll go squat to leg raise. All right, if you're seated, that leg comes up and I'm just pulsing it. All righty, everybody got something that'll work? 2, 1, go. 30 seconds on one side and then we will switch. You are halfway. Switch sides. Remember, in your lunge, even if it's just a little dip, that is totally fine. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab that towel. One more station of cardio. Then we will call it a workout. Last station, jumping jack presses. Option 1 will be jumping and pressing that towel overhead. Option 2, pressing out. Option 3 is no jumping, pressing either overhead or out, whatever will work, and then either of those options seated. Can we do it? One more minute of work here. In 2, 1, go. Finish it, guys. Last chance to get that heart rate up. You are halfway, guys. Turn it on. Let's go. Almost done. You got 10. 3, 2, 1. Workout done. Good work, guys. Good Monday workout. Get some water and we will stretch. All right, team, let's go into that stretch. That right leg comes forward, slight bend in your knee. Stretching my hamstrings, the back of my legs. Go a little bit longer in that stance, straighten the leg, just deepen the stretch a little bit. And switch. Left leg comes forward, slight bend. Go a little bit longer in that stance, straighten the leg. And come on up. That right leg comes back, hip flexors go forwards. And cross that leg over, sit into the hip. Switch. That left leg comes back, hip flexors go forward. Cross it over, sit into the hip. Come on out, turn that head to the left. Tuck your chin. Turn it to the right. And that right arm comes across. For those of you who are not moving forward with us in May, thank you so, so much for doing these classes. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed them up overhead. And I hope I see you so soon. For those of you moving forward in May, there's more where this came from. And a lot of it. Switch arms. Up overhead. Alrighty, guys, a little bit wider. Bend over, reach for the ground as you come up. Big arms, big inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Happy Monday, guys. Good work today. I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great from now to then.